So we're on the phone now with an exclusive interview here with Beanz Ramirez, the director for the upcoming movie Budget Teleportation. How you doing, Beanz?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me, Mike.
Ah, you're welcome. You turn the volume up on this guy here a little bit. Make sure you're nice and loud. So, where are you calling from? Did we lose you?
Hey, Mike.
There you are. The satellite link probably went down. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You can hear me?
Yes.
Great.
Hey, so tell me, what was the inspiration for the movie Budget Teleportation?
Budget teleportation. Well, I guess the idea of teleportation has been kind of fascinating to me for a while. Especially, I remember reading a while ago about the idea of how it would kind of be these more of a carbon copy, more of a three-dimensional sort of printing than what we think of as like a wormhole kind of thing. The more realistic option would just be replicate the same thing on the other end.
Right.
And so that thought just seemed really scary to me. And I kind of wanted to kind of explore that in the story. Also, I've been writing some pretty cheap airlines recently.
Right.
And so the idea of how the efforts to cut costs in transportation these days, I thought it would be even. It would be funny and scary at the same time to exaggerate that for future, sci-fi kind of transportation where things are even more risky.
Right. You know, we got to see the trailer. Well, we'll show that in a little while here, but it looks like you did an amazing job. It seems the trailer doesn't really give away the movie.
Yeah, I really try to avoid special moments in my trailers, and I really try to. I don't really like making trailers, I guess.
Right.
I really like for the audience to come in with a pretty clean slate, and so I did want to hopefully convey that there is, even though things seem so happy and everything, that
right.
there's this kind of ominous tone.
There is. I think
at the end of the trailer,
and I think they're really going to enjoy themselves. Hey, tell us a little bit about the. You have to put together a nice cast for this. How was everyone to work with?
Oh yeah, no, it was really great. I'd worked with everyone before, you and Jackie, and even Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
But it was new for me to work with Stephanie because she's usually not even in the country.
Right.
But I was really impressed with her. I thought she really knocked it out of the park, as well as everyone else too. But she was pretty much in every frame of the movie. So
yeah, she really fit the role.
At least.
She did an amazing job. Amazing job. Hey, you know,
totally agree.
The location proved to be really interesting. Can you tell us how that worked out for you?
Well, it was shot at the headquarters for movie making throughout the day in Rodeo, and there are this sort of kind of cliffy side, ocean-y part of it. If you go,
right.
Maybe a 5-minute walk out.
Right.
I first learned about these when shooting Writer's Block there, and it was Adam and Yvonne who did a little bit of location scouting as I was prepping other things, and they thought it was really cool there. And once I went out there, I'm just thinking like, yeah, it's so gorgeous over there. People should be shooting there all the time. I'm a little surprised that I don't see it featured more often, but yeah, it's really cool out there, and and the headquarters as a whole has a good amount of diversity too.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing you say that, because one of the beauties of working at MMTV Studios is the back lot, which happens to have those amazing bluffs and the ocean and the marina. There's just so much you can do with that place.
Yeah.
And you really use it to your advantage, especially, you know, in Writer's Block. There's a huge scene at the end there, which was all shot on that, and yeah, it's just amazing.
Thanks.
So
I agree. It's really pretty out there.
It really is. Is there a special moment in the film, either creatively or story-wise? Was there something particular?
I can't talk about it, but the ending is definitely special.
Right. That was.
I guess beyond that, I really enjoyed the parts that we did shoot out there. There is something I can't talk about. I guess there was a shot of that I wanted to do, 2 shots zooming, like kind of these slow zooming shots of Stephanie and Jackie kind of flirting with each other.
Right.
And this was the first time I got to use this lens I had, which was from the 70s. They don't even make it anymore, but I wanted to try using it for this, because my other zoom lens, it wasn't smooth enough, and so I was worried, because I can't really control the iris or exposure, but the lighting was so great, and I was shooting it at 4K, and it looked beautiful, and I was very happy with those shots. So keep an eye out for those 2 in the montage section around the middle of the short.
Yeah, I know you were trying to capture a lot of the scenes. It was starting to get dark. We had some special lighting conditions that were kind of working against us, or working against you. But hey, how's that voice on Jackie? Can she scream or what?
Yeah, and I'm glad that she really followed my direction for really holding that scream, and I was really able to work with that in post, and I think thanks to Jackie's scream, I think I had something to work with to make something a little special. Again, I can't really talk about that. But,
no.
But please see the short.
Yes, I think after the short we can probably elaborate on that, but she has quite a voice on her.
Yeah. No, I was super impressed. I had no idea she could scream like that. She was definitely a scream queen.
Yeah. Hey, so tell me, what was the film's biggest challenge? Was it the time frame, or the shooting location, or trying to get the story right?
Well, I think for me, in my opinion, the biggest challenge of shooting these directors' challenges is sharing the space with other directors.
Right.
It's very unusual for there to be multiple movies being made at the same time at the same place, and yeah, I think that was definitely and has been something that has been very challenging to me, and just kind of I wouldn't say learning how to share the space, but learning how to work what's available to you, and kind of learning how to maintain control when you're shooting.
Right.
And so, yeah, that's definitely, that's always been the biggest challenge for me is having to share the space.
Right. Well, you know what? The one thing I do love about you is that you have such a unique view and perspective on when you put together your movies. You have a very unique way about your movies, and you know, having been on several of yours, I mean, it's an absolute pleasure to be in one of your films. You know, you always seem to have something in the works. Do you have anything else you'd like to share? Anything, any little tips you want to give about an upcoming movie or something you're working on?
Oh, well, at the moment I'm in a little bit of a hiatus. I did just come off of editing 4 shorts that are going to be premiering on the 26th, and and I had a bunch of equipment failures within the last month.
Right.
That I'm trying to resolve. But absolutely, I'm going to continue doing the director's challenges. I'm actually, something I was thinking about for a while was I felt like while I made something good out of budget teleportation, I feel like I ended up making not what I originally intended.
Right.
So I was kind of thinking of maybe doing a producer challenge to redo budget teleportation. But at this time, I'm kind of leaning towards not doing that because now that I've had enough time kind of away from the process of making it,
right.
I really think it just stands on its own really well enough that to try to do it again might be a mistake. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be making movies, and I don't have anything that I really can concretely talk about right now.
All right, but I'm
sure I will soon.
I'm sure we will see more great movies from you in the future.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Yeah,
So
I plan on living up to that.
fantastic. Hey, once again, guys, this is Mike Scordakis on Behind the Scenes, and we had just had a nice conversation with Director Beanz Ramirez, who will be previewing and screening Budget Teleportation this coming weekend in San Francisco. Eventbrite is where you can get the tickets. The links are right below, and we'll talk to you soon from behind the scenes. Thank you. See you, Beans.
Thanks, Mike.